VoiceThread is a collaborative, interactive, multimedia slideshow that holds images, documents, and video. It allows people to navigate through slides and leave comments in a number of different ways using voice, text, or video. Voice threads can even be embedded to play and receive comments on other websites, or they can be exported and saved as a file on your computer, so you can send it to other people in an email. There are a number of different license models available, too many to list actually, but only about 2 that would be relevant to colleges, so I'll just focus on them for now. There's a free account, which is more than enough to get anyone started. You get to create up to 5 voice threads, which can contain up to a maximum of 50 slides in each, with unlimited voice and text comments, so you can really do a lot with a free voice thread account. However, it's worth noting that once you reach your limit of 5 threads, you will not be able to delete the old ones to make room for new ones with a free account. You would then probably need to purchase an upgraded license to create any further voice threads. More than likely you would go with a single educator license at that point for around $79 a year, which isn't too bad. Okay, so let's just move on now and take a look at how VoiceThread works. So I'm just going to click on the link here to take me out to the VoiceThread homepage. Okay, so to use VoiceThread you need to have an account. Now I have already got an account set up, so I'll choose the sign in option rather than the register, but if it's your first time, click on register, enter a few details, and that's you up and running. So click on sign in, it'll ask me for my email and password. It's remembering me from my last time. There we go. And that should bring me into my home page. Now you can see 3 tabs located along the top of the screen: Browse, Create, and My Voice. Now, My Voice, this is where you will see any project you've already created and anything that you're currently working on, as well as official VoiceThread tutorials. So you'll see them there in blue, really worth having a look at some of them. The Browse tab here gives you a look at other people's voice threads. You can do a search for a specific topic in the browse bar here and have a look through other people's voice threads just to get a bit of inspiration or see what other people have used the tool for. So that's a really useful view. And the last view we have is Create. So this is where you would go if you wanted to create your own voice thread. A voice thread is all based around a document or documents that you upload. It could be a video, a PowerPoint file, a PDF document, a picture, really anything that you want to share and discuss with your students. And probably the easiest way for me to illustrate how this all works is to maybe give you a quick look at a finished voice thread before we create our own. I'm just going to open a thread here. I've got one here that I opened earlier. Okay, so this is just giving you a very quick view of what a finished voice thread might look at. You can see the title at the top, Favorite Poems. And if I click on this, it'll give me a bit of instruction on what this voice thread is about.
This voice book is going to be a collection of kids reading their favorite poetry. So pick a poem. Don't forget to tell us the name of the author and the title of the poem.
Okay, so you get a very quick idea there of a number of people that are going to be contributing to this discussion. And you can see the thumbnails all around the center of the screen. These are all individual people who have commented on this actual theme. So there are 3 different ways to leave a comment. You can leave a video comment of yourself, or you can leave a text comment by typing something on the screen, or the third option is to record audio of yourself leaving your comments. So again, it depends on what the person's preference is of what type of comment that they choose to leave. So I'll just give you a very quick example of each of those 3 types of comments. So I'll click here. If I click on this little pip, it shows me a text comment that's been made, and that's the format that it displays on the screen. If I click on this one here, it shows me a little
poem from when I was a little girl that I like to read to you, say to you. I don't know who the author is.
Okay, so that's just a view of how it renders, and I'll show you a very quick audio comment.
Hi, my name is Mrs. Seinberg-Hughes, and I'm a school librarian, and I wanted to let you know I love this voice thread. I hope you don't mind that I wanted to share one of my favorite children's poems as well.
Okay, so again, very easy to see how it all comes together, and you can flick through each of the different comments that have been left and see the discussion that comes together. So I'll just close this down and go back into our Create screen, And the first thing you want to do when we're going to create a new voice thread is upload the document that we're going to be discussing. So if I click on this here, it gives me a number of options where to take my document from. If I click on my computer, it brings me into my picture library by default. So I'm going to create a very simple voice thread based around favorite holiday destinations. So I'm going to pick a few holiday photos. Can select more than one. If I hold down my control key and select the images I want, and then click on open, that uploads the 3 images that I've chosen. So again, you can see you can select more than one document to upload at the same time. So I've chosen images here. In this case, it could be a Word document, it could be a PowerPoint slide, it could be video as well that you want someone to watch and then have a discussion around that. So I'm just keeping it simple for today. Now you can change around the order of these as well to display in the order that you want. So that's going to be my opening. The next thing I want to do is add a title and a description to my voice thread. So I click on this little link here and I will give it a title. Excuse any typos I have as I type frantically. Oh. Okay, you can give it a bit of description. And tags as well. You can add tags in here. Tags are the keywords that are related to the topic of your thread. So you put in things like okay, and I save it. So that's my voice thread saved. So the next thing I want to do now is add a comment. So I've uploaded the document. The next step in the process is to actually add a comment to this document. So I click on the comment link. So what we want to do now is actually add a comment. So I'm going to share this with my class. I'm going to give them a little bit of instruction of what I want them to do. So I'm going to add a comment. Now there's a number of different formats of comments, as we've already pointed out. I'm going to use video for this to give my class instructions on what to do. So I click on this, just click on allow. There we go. Good morning. If you would like to take 5 minutes to look through the slides and then add a comment on what your favorite holiday destination has been in the last 2 years. Thank you. And I just hit stop recording once I'm finished. And it processes my video. And I save it. Okay, and it adds a little thumbnail of me to the side. And if I click on that, it should play. Good morning. If you would like to take 5 minutes to look through the slides and then add a comment on what your favorite holiday destination has been. Okay, so that just gives you an idea. That's a video comment I've left. Now there's other formats as well. In order to demonstrate a number of different types of comments, I'm going to create a few additional identities here. Now identities are a great way of making comments under multiple names or images, and you could even use them to share your account with others. So if you wanted to share your account with a few students, you could add additional identities here. So let's create one for Sam, select an image. If I didn't have a photo, I could just use an avatar or a cartoon or something. Let's zoom into the area you want. Click save. That's Sam created, and let's create one for Jane. Select an image. Let's give Jane some flowers. Uploads it. Click save. And that's Jane. So there we go. We're done. Let's go back in and choose Sam. Now we're going to use Sam to make an audio recording. So again, if I click on this, I think that the Greek islands are the most amazing place I've been, and I travel there every single year. You click stop record, and that captures the audio that you've spoken in, and then you have to save it. So it adds a little thumbnail then of Sam's recording to the side, and we'll change the identity to Jane, and we will add a text comment for Jane. Okay, so there's Jane's comments saved. So we'll play back Sam's. Once you click on the thumbnail, it plays the comment. The Greek islands are the most amazing place. And Jane said, this is an amazing photo, but I prefer Malta. Okay, so you can see now I've got 3 comments on my thread, a video comment, an audio comment, and a text comment. So if I didn't want any of these comments, or if I want to remove any of them, all I have to do is click on it and you'll see a little trash can there, and you just click on that to delete the comment. Delete it, and that takes it away. Okay, so let's just very quickly look at the share options here. If you click on this link here, it lets me copy the link to my clipboard, and then all I have to do is cut and paste it into an email, or put it on my website, or put a link to it from my course materials, and if anybody links to it, then it loads in a browser window, and then they're free to. Good morning. To view the voice if you would like to take 5 minutes to look through the slides and then add a comment on what your favorite holiday day. Okay, so I'll close that down. And that's basically it. That's really all it takes to set up a VoiceThread.